Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Erica, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me with a bunch of makeup I got from Temu. So Temu reached out to me again recently and asked me if I would like to try some more of their makeup products in a video. And I said, I absolutely would love to do that. So I did go onto their site and picked out a bunch of stuff. Now I have a mostly full face of makeup products here from Temu. I always forget at least one or two things. And I got a lot of makeup, so I will be doing 2 videos actually. I got a brush set and some sponges too, so I'm just thrilled to finally be sitting down and playing with this fun stuff today. Now, I do have a code with Temu. I will have all of that information in my description box. I don't really like to push that on anybody because there's a ton of people on this platform that have codes with Temu. But if you do want to save some money and you do want to use my code, all of that information, like I said, will be in my description box. Feel free to check that out. So if you guys are ready to see what makeup products I got from Temu, see what I think of them, watch my look come together, then please sit back, relax, and let's get started. All right, let's get into this get ready with me using all of these fun makeup products from Temu. Now, I did prime this eyelid in the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 01. I did not get an eyeshadow primer from Temu. I don't know why. I don't think I saw one. If I did, it just totally escaped me. But I did do my brows with the brow pencil from Temu. And this is from, let's see, turn this around, right? I think it's DLZCOU, is that right? And this is in 02, really cute brow pencil, and it worked great. This is the little brow, little pencil here, kind of like a triangular edge here. And it's got this cute little, these little strings, and this is all wrapped in paper. So as you use the brow pencil, you just pull this around and then it peels the paper off. Isn't that cute? Love it. And I think it looks really nice in my brows. I like the consistency. I like the shade. Yes. Sometimes brow pencils and I don't get along, but that one and I got along great. So let's go into the eyeshadow palette first. And I'm going to be using this one. This is from Ting Fei, I believe, and this is the Glam palette. And I believe this is duping the Natasha Denona Glam palette, soft glam palette. I don't never know what the name of that palette is, but I love this color story. And I have used this once before. I created a little short using this palette and was thrilled with how my look turned out. So I'm going to be kind of recreating that look again for you guys today. Although I might use different shades today. I don't know yet. We'll see. But let's start off with, I think I'll start off with this shade here. That's the shade I started off with last time in my transition area. Sounds good. And I do have some brushes that I'll show you here in a little bit when I'm putting on some of my face products. But there wasn't really any like fluffy eyeshadow brushes in this set. So I'm going to be using one of my little Zoeva travel brushes here. And let's just start laying this down in the transition area. And I'm telling you right now, I am in love with Temu makeup. And they're really easy to work with. The rep that I work with, she is just wonderful. You know, and the cool thing is they will reach out to you by email and they'll say, hey, you know, would you like to try some of our products? And they give you an amount that you can spend. And so then you just go onto their website and you pick out whatever you want to pick out. And really easy. And then literally it got here in like a week. I've had this for about a week and a half now. Last week was just a tough week for me to film. I don't know what happened. I just was really tired and just kind of not feeling myself. And when I'm not feeling myself, I don't really like to film just because, I don't know, I'm kind of like Eeyore. And I don't know, there's a lot going on at work and just, I don't know. I just felt like filming last week was not my strong suit. So this week, man, I am back at it. I've got the fire in me again and I'm just ready to rock and roll. And I think this is a gorgeous shade. I mean, you know, it's a brown shade, more neutral palette, of course, but really nicely pigmented. It blends beautifully. And I'm just so impressed with everything I have tried thus far from Temu. Not one thing have I not liked, you know? Everything has just been wonderful. Okay, I think that's good. So now let's deepen up the outer corner, and I am going to use this shade. I used that shade before. I'm going to put that in my outer corner. Let me grab a brush for that. And I'm really proud of myself because this time I got pretty much a full face. I didn't get any primer. I did put on the NYX Marshmallow Primer already because I really like to prime my face and just kind of let the primer, like, I don't know, saturate itself on my skin. And what else did I not get? I'm trying to think of what else I did. Oh, I didn't get an eyeshadow primer. And I do have things from my first round with Temu that like my mascara and stuff like that. I didn't get any more of that just because I felt like, well, I still have that to use. And I'm trying not to just overload myself with the same types of products, right? So now I do want to put a shimmer on the lid. And I used this one last time, so I think I want to use something a little different today. Oh, that's pretty. It's kind of a goldish. That's nice. That one's really pretty. You know what? I think I am going to go into this shade here. Oh, wow, that one's really nice too. That's kind of a more peachy toned. Oh man, this one I want to use in my inner corner. I could use a couple shimmers. Oh god. I think actually I am just going to go into that shade here. It's more of a taupey, silvery shimmer and put that across the lid. And I am going to use one of my Temu brushes. This came in a set. There's all these brushes here. These ones right here. And then there's these ones right here. Really cool and very affordable. I mean, most of this stuff was under $5. So, I mean, you know, it's just so amazing. So let's go to the shade. Yes, like I said. And see how these brushes work. And I am going to spray this with my Wet n Wild Natural Finish Setting Spray. And let's put this down, see what we think. Oh yeah, very pretty. Yeah, it's gorgeous. This does kind of remind me of the Stone Cold Fox palette that I have, just a smaller version of that. And I love me some cool tones. So this is great. Yeah, this is a really pretty taupey, silvery shimmer shade. Yeah, that looks really pretty. I love that. Okay, so of course I do want to take that little weird edge off that I always have when I do my eye looks. And I'm going to go back into this shade here and just kind of touch that up just a little bit. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, awesome. So easy. I do want to take that weird edge off. I know I do that all the time. And I think I'll go to this shade right here and just kind of go around the outside edge of that to kind of tone it down a little bit. And I notice that when I'm editing, there's always like fuzz and stuff flying around me when I'm talking. I don't know. I mean, my cats are in here and I've already said that before, but geez, I'm just like, really? You guys probably think, what's going on over there? Living in a big fuzz ball. Kinda. Okay, so I am pretty much done. So what I'll do is I will go off camera, do my other eye, and I'll come right back. Okay, so the other eye is done. And like I said, I did prime my face already. I used this baby right here. This is the NYX Professional Makeup, the Marshmallow Primer that Oakley sent to me. One of my favorite primers. I love how it smells. I love how it feels. So now let's apply a base product here. And I do have a foundation. This is the Lasting Poreless Foundation from Folklore. And this is in the shade 02. And this might be a little light for me. We'll see. I've thought that before and it worked out just fine. And I've never tried anything from Folklore other than I do have an eyeshadow palette that I love and a couple lippies. So this is gonna be really fun to try something else from this brand. And I also wanna show you the cute sponge set that I picked up. Isn't this adorable? It comes in this cute little plastic container. And there's 4 sponges in here, green in color. I mean, that's white, but the rest of these are all green, kind of an avocado green, kind of a minty green, and then this one right here. And I am gonna use this one because I did get that one a little damp already. So let's go into this foundation, and it's just kind of this little pump thing. So I'm gonna pump some out. Oh no, this is gonna be the right shade, I think. Yes, okay. So I just put a couple little pumps on the back of my hand here. And I'm just gonna dot this on my face like I do. And I have, let's see, a BB cream, and I have like this other kind of tinted cream type, tinted moisturizer type thing. And I think actually I'm gonna use that as my concealer today, that little kind of BB cream stuff, or not the BB cream, the tinted moisturizer. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know, I may not do that, but I think so, because I felt it and it felt like a great consistency for concealer. I was like, yes. So let's go ahead and just blend this out here. And I'm curious about any of you that have channels that are watching this right now. Do you ever struggle with filming? Like, do you ever have days where you just can't film? I always wonder about that. I mean, I've talked to a couple of my friends about that, like Steph, and I can't remember who else I've talked to about that, but I don't know. Sometimes I just really struggle with filming. Like, I sit down to film and I feel like, okay, I got everything I want to say, because I don't really take notes. I don't really write things down. I just kind of, you know, will think about it for a few days and kind of like mentally form in my head what I want to say. Obviously, mentally form in my head what I want to say. Okay. And so sometimes though, when I sit down to actually film it and I start talking, I'm just super tongue-tied and nothing's making any sense. Or I just can't like do my makeup and talk at the same time, you know? So there are times when I have, started to film a video and then got, into the video little ways, and then I've had to stop and just start over the next day or a couple days later. Doesn't happen very often. Hasn't happened in quite a while, but I have done that before. And yeah, this is a really nice foundation. I think it looks really pretty. And I'm so happy that it's the right shade, because I am horrible at finding the right shade of foundation. Yeah, that looks really nice. I really do like the coverage. I like the finish. Awesome. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this product here, and this is the Youthful and Beautiful Snow Yarn Soft Moisturizing Cream. And this is like a BB cream or like a tinted moisturizer. And I swatched this a little bit on the back of my hand when I was getting everything out of the boxes. And this seemed to me like it would be great for a concealer. So I'm going to try it for that today. We'll see. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit. It's got this little nozzle here. Squeeze a little bit out on the back of my hand. It's lighter, and I don't know. It just seemed like a great consistency for concealer. So we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of blot this right there and right there. And then I'll blot a little bit of this down my nose. And right there. And right here. And I think, let me put a little bit more of this on the back of my hand. I'll put a little bit more on my forehead, just to kind of brighten that area up a little bit. And, I have never really gotten PR before. I mean, is this considered PR? I guess it is. I mean, I didn't pay for this. They sent it to me. Now I'm just going to use my other little sponge. This did not come from Temu, and just kind of blend that out. I don't know. I've never really wanted PR necessarily, I see a lot of people using PR on their channels, and I think it's great that they use it, but I've always been a little bit hesitant about using PR or getting PR or whatever, just because, I don't know, I'm honest, and I do see some people on YouTube using PR, and I don't always think that they're honest, which, I mean, whatever. This is not like me putting them down or like criticizing them, but I just think sometimes it might be just a little obvious that they're not being totally honest about how they feel about the products. And like I said, it's important for me to be honest. If I don't like something, I'm going to say I don't like something. And, I've heard people talk about the fact that when they have been honest, they've been kicked off a PR list for that, which, so I don't care if I got kicked off a PR list. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, this is the only PR I've ever gotten in my life. I mean, I guess I got some from Stylevana too. But the thing is that I've always been a little, like I said, kind of on the fence about that, because I don't want to just use PR products in videos. And I mean, there's people that I've watched for years, and I feel like now all they use is PR, and I'm thinking, And so, like I said, it just makes me wonder if they're being totally honest about how they feel about those products. And luckily, with everything I've tried from Temu so far, I've really liked it. I mean, really liked it. So that's great. Really fun. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to set my face so this doesn't get all slidey and weird and oily looking. I don't think it's going to do that, but let's just not go there if we can avoid it. This is the Novo Set Makeup Loose Powder, and this is in translucent, and it does come with this little puff, and it's got a little mirror here, but I am not going to use the puff. And then we have the powder in here, just translucent setting powder. Let me grab my brush. Where is it? Aha, there it is. Okay. And this is not a brush from Temu, but this is my powder brush. This is the only powder brush I will use probably ever in my life, because I just love it. It's perfect. And I feel like, why fix something that's not broken? Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll set my face here. And the powder is flying everywhere, which that's just how it happens for me. I see people apply face powder and it doesn't go anywhere. Like, it doesn't fly all around their face. I'm like, how do you guys do that? I think I just put too much powder on the brush, maybe. I don't know. But I do try to tap off the excess, and it still feels like, I mean, hilarious. I mean, I'm sitting here in a fog of powder. Oh, geez. It does have like a scent to it a little bit. Just smells like powder. I don't know how else to describe it. It's not like florally or anything. It's fine. It's nice. It's not obnoxious or anything. And I like the powder. It's nice. Yeah, it's great. Kind of reminds me of the Coty Airspun powder. That's what it reminds me of. And I think this one was under $5, I want to say. I mean, the deals that you get with Temu are just amazing. Amazing. Okay, so that's done now. So let's do the lower lash line because I want to do that for sure. And I think what I'll do is start off with a liner in my lower water lines. Now I got these three from Temu, this yellow one and this orange one and then this dark green one. And I thought the dark green would be fun to use today, just kind of a pop of green in the lower water line. So I'm gonna use this one. And these are from Hendayan. And I actually have a box of these that I got off Amazon that have been sitting on my kitchen table for, I don't know, way too long. So I need to get those up here. When I got these from Temu, I opened these up and I'm like, yeah, and I have that whole box on the kitchen table. Anyway, I don't know what my problem is. So let's go ahead and put this down here. Oh, it's a pretty color. It's not as pigmented as I was hoping it would be. I mean, you can see it, but it's just not as, like, you know, the ColourPop cream gel liners I feel like are a little bit more pigmented. I mean, it's adhering well in the lower waterline, I would say. It's just, I feel like I'm having to put a lot on here. Can you hear the cat? Oh, that's Bitsy. Bitsy, mommy will be done in just a little bit, sugar snap. I promise. Poor thing. She wants to come in here and do her makeup with me. I know it. Okay, so now let's go back into this palette here. This is the Ting Fei, I believe it's called, Glam Palette. Bitsy, honey, mommy will be done in just a little bit. Oh, God. So let's go to the shade right here and put that across the lower lash line. And I do have a brush from Temu, one of these little green handled, little minty green handled brushes I'm going to use today to do this with. And I'm just going to go ahead and start laying this down across the lower lash line. And I do have some brushes from that set that I'm going to be using for my bronzer and my blush. Oh, that's going to be fun. And highlighter too. One of the brushes I know is meant for like concealer, but you know what? I'm going to use it for my highlighter because I can do what I want. And we actually had sunshine yesterday for the first time in quite a while. I was like, oh my gosh. I actually went grocery shopping and didn't get totally soaked or frozen to the bone. It was amazing. I'm so ready for spring. Oh my goodness, I am so ready for spring. Okay, I do like that, but I do want to deepen up the outer edge there just a little bit. So I'm going to go into the shade here, same brush, and just put a little bit of this out here, just so it's a little bit deeper out there. And yeah, it looks really nice. Okay, so now I do want to apply some inner corner highlight here. And let's go into this shade right here. I just think out of all these shades, that one is the most appropriate for an inner corner highlight. So let me grab a brush for that. And I do have another one from Temu. Yes. And do I need to spray this? Yeah, let's go ahead and spray it. Why not? Why not? Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I just love the tones in here. I love cool tones. So gorgeous. And I'd love to know how you guys are handling the time change. I hate the time change. I wish they would stop doing that. Oh, I mean, I am glad that there's going to be more daylight. You know, I love that. I love that. Although my husband and I go to bed really early, so we usually go to bed when it's still light outside, which is kind of obnoxious, but whatever. But I just feel like I've lost an entire week of sleep. You know, it just takes me forever to get through this. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm telling myself it's going to take me a week to get through this. Maybe if I just don't think of it like that and I think, oh no, I can handle this. I got this. Won't make me so crazy. But I just cannot stand setting the clocks forward an hour and losing an hour of sleep. It just seems very sacrilegious. So now let's apply some bronzer. Don't worry, I'm going to tone her down, I promise. We'll see. I got this little set here. There's two, obviously. This is in, let's see, 01, and this is in 02. And 02, I think, looks a little darker to me than 01. Let me open the lids here. Oh, and these are from T&T Amazing Cosmetics, and it says compact powder. Cute. What? No. This one's darker, right? Yeah, this one's darker. So I think I'm going to use the lighter one today. I'll use this one in my next Temu video. Let's go ahead and use this lighter one today. And I'm basically just going to put this like in the hollows of my cheek and maybe a little bit on my nose, but I really do not like to bronze my forehead anymore. So let's go into this baby right here. And I'm going to use one of my brushes from Temu too, that little set I got. And then let's just go ahead and apply this right here. This is a cool tone bronzer, which I don't know, a lot of times I feel like I gravitate towards more warm toned bronzers, and then I don't really like how they look. So I really do prefer to use a cool toned bronzer. And maybe that's more like contouring. I don't know. Do not ask me any questions about contouring, okay? Because I'm not going to be able to answer them. I have watched so many people do videos about contouring their face, and I don't get it. I'm just like, I don't get the difference between bronzing and contour. I mean, there is a difference, but I don't know. So like, if you want to know information about that, do not ask me. Go to someone else, because I am like, I don't know. Is there a difference? What's the difference? I don't know. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of this down each side of the nose here. Just a little bit, not a lot. And I kind of like to put it on my face just a little bit right here too. Or what's that? Your cheek, I guess. Under my eye a little bit. Just a little bit. Just to, I don't know, kind of bring my face back to life, you know? Because when you put your base product on, sometimes or base products on, sometimes it kind of like blanks your face out a little bit. Yeah, I'm afraid getting a little too much there. Let me see if I can kind of tone that down just a little bit with my sponge. Look okay? Oh. And now I'm going to do on my jawline just a little bit. Yeah, this is nice. I like this brush. It's a little, I don't know, it's not as compact as the bronzer brush I normally use, but you know, it's working. Okay, so now that we have bronzed or contoured the face, whatever you want to call it, let's apply some blush. And I got the cutest blush from Temu. Isn't that adorable? Can you see that okay? Kinda. There's like little cherry blossom flowers on here. And this is from FJER. It just says blusher. And such a pretty color. It's like a kind of a corally peach with some really pretty shimmery stuff going on in here. So let me grab my other brush from my little set from Temu here. This is the little brush I'm going to use for blush today. And let's apply this and see what we think. Oh my gosh. I don't really enjoy this brush for this. So I'm going to put this down, and I'm just going to grab my blush brush here, because that one's just not cutting it for me. I don't know. I'm just used to my brushes that I use, my blush and bronzer brushes. So I tried that one, but I don't know that I love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this. Oh yeah. Oh, the bronzer has a kind of a light scent to it. It's kind of like a perfumey scent. It's not like overwhelming or anything. It's just a little strong maybe, but not too bad. It's just, you know, it's pretty fragranced, I would say though. And this is gorgeous. Oh, that sheen is so pretty. I don't know how well you guys can see that in my camera, but it's got a really nice subtle sheen to it. Kind of like a gold sheen. So pretty. Ugh. And you know, I wanted to get, I'm trying to get different blush shades because I have so many peach and coral blushes, but it's just what I gravitate towards. So I did it again. Oops, I did it again. And I think that the bronzer or contour, whatever, I think it looks nice with the blush too. You know, I think they look nice together. I mean, obviously this is a more warm tone blush, but I think they play off each other nicely. Yay. And my hair's getting crazy, but I am going to go and deal with my hair here after I'm done putting my makeup on. And I will put just a teeny tiny bit of this down my nose, because why not? Yes, I love it. Woo! Okay, now let's go into the highlighter. And I've used this before. I got this with my first round of Temu stuff. This is from Henday, and this is the Diamond Highlighter, and this is in 04 Diamond Highlighting Powder. And I love this highlighter. I mean, I used it for like, I don't know, a week or two straight when I first got this, back when I got my first Temu haul. And I just love it. So pretty. So I'm going to use this brush. Now, I know this is for like concealer or whatever. I don't care. I'm going to use it for my highlighter, whatever. You can't tell me what to do. And I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of lay this on my face right here. Oh, I love that shade. It's so pretty. And the rep that I work with from Temu is so wonderful. She is so sweet and so kind and just really helpful, you know? And like, I told her, like, I'm having a tough time filming. Like, I've got so much stuff going on. And she was like, oh gosh, no worries. Just whenever you can get to it, that'd be great. And I'm like, okay, awesome. So yeah, that was really great that she was so understanding. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of this down the nose. Ooh, I love it. You know, I mean, it's not like super disco ball-y. It's just got a nice, really pretty sheen to it. You know what I mean? I like that. And sometimes I really like, you know, really like wall highlighters, but this is just so pretty. Very like effervescent, I feel like. So I do have a new eyeliner that I picked up from Temu as well. And this is from Novo too. And this is, let's see, Star Motion Bright Charm eyeliner, again from Novo. And this is in the shade black. And really nice felt tip liner, it looks like here. I did swatch this on the back of my hand. It swatched beautifully. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to the upper lids. Very nice felt tip liner. Like, you know what I mean? Like the felt tip works well. Sometimes they act really funky. Like they'll fold on your eyelid. And I'm like, please don't do that. Or they'll bleed or, you know, I can't stand that. And I do like to go like right into my lashes and like under my lashes a little bit, just so there isn't that like weird skin that like peeks out from underneath. I don't like how that looks. So I do spend some time kind of messing around and applying some eyeliner to the under part, like the upper waterline, I guess. I do that just a little bit. And sometimes it works really well and it lasts all day, and other times it just kind of flakes off. So we'll see what happens here. I'll get back to you on that. I love how that looks. That went on so easily, and I think it looks great. And I'm such a huge fan of the felt tip liners I've picked up from Temu so far. They've been great. I have that one from Yankina that I love too. Okay, so I am pretty much done here. I do need to put on my mascara and my lipstick, which I will do off camera. I have a couple things that Temu's sent to me that I've already shown and used on my channel before, but I'll talk about it again when I come back to wrap things up. And then I'm also gonna do my hair because I can't stand looking like a drowned rat. So guys, hang tight. I'll be right back. All right, so I put myself completely together here, and I want to recap the things I used today. But before I do that, I did want to talk about a couple things I did not use on camera. I used this lippy. I got this from my first Temu haul, and this is from Hendayan, and I'm not sure what the shade is, but I love this lippy. It lasts all day, and it feels so nice on the lips. It's not sticky, it doesn't look drying. It just feels really nice. You can't really even feel it at all. And then for my mascara, I did use this that I got from Temu the first time around. This is from Yankina. This came in a little set. The eyeliner that came with this is probably my favorite eyeliner I've ever used, at least that I have in my collection right now. And this is the 4D Lengthening Thick Curl Mascara. Love this mascara, it's amazing. And the set was, I think, less than $5, or I know it was less than $10 for sure. Let's talk about the brush set that I used today. I really did like the eye brushes that I used. This brush though, for the blush, just did not work very well for me. The bronzer brush was okay, maybe not my favorite, but it was okay. And then this brush I know is not meant to be used for highlighter, but I did it anyway, and it was fine. But you know, I just have my favorites that I like to use for my blush and bronzer. I have not gotten face brushes in a long time because I'm just so used to using those particular brushes, and I love them. I'm a total creature of habit. I will get a lot of different eyeshadow brush sets, but face brushes, no, I just don't do that. And like I said, the ones I used for my eye look were very nice, worked great, and very cheap, affordable set there. And then the sponge set, I love this. I think this is so cute how it came in this little plastic container. I can't wait to use the other three. This sponge worked great. I really enjoyed using it. You know, it blended things out nicely, and it's a nice feel to it, you know, doesn't feel super cheap. Or, you know, I've had some sponges where I was like, what the hell is this even made out of? And this is a really nice sponge set and very affordable. Now the brow pencil, I really like this. I swatched this on the back of my hand before I got started, and I wasn't really sure I was gonna dig the brow pencil, but I really do like it. I think it's a nice shade, it's a nice consistency, and I think it looks really nice in my brows. Let's talk about the base product here. This is the Poreless, or what is it? The Lasting Poreless Foundation from Folklore. Love this. I love the component. I love the pump. I love the shade. I love the consistency. I love the finish of it. I think it looks very nice, and so happy that it matched my skin tone. It's like, yes, because I never do that, ever. And then this product that I used as my concealer, this is the Youthful and Beautiful Snow Yarn Soft Moisturizing Cream. And this is like a tinted moisturizer. But when I squeezed a little bit out on the back of my hand before I got started today, I thought, ooh, that looks like a really nice concealer shade for me. It's like brightening. And I felt like the consistency would be good to use as a concealer. And I loved it as a concealer. I may try this all over my face, but I think the shade would be a little off for all over my face. But as a concealer, I love this. It was amazing. And then the bronzer, this is the TNT Amazing Cosmetics Bronzer. And I really liked the shade. I thought it was really nice. Very nice, cool tone bronzer. I think it applied well. It blended well. Very happy with it. And then the blush, this is from FJER Blusher. Love the packaging, love the flowers on the front, and I love the color. I know I have a ton of peach and coral tone blushes in my collection. I've just kind of made up my mind that that's just how I'm gonna be forever, but I love the sheen. The sheen is so pretty. This is a gorgeous blush and it's super affordable. I mean, everything is super affordable. Now let's talk about the eyeliners. This is the Hendan eyeliner that I used in my lower waterlines in green, and it just didn't show up as much as I was hoping it would. I'm really used to using the ColourPop cream gel liners, and those have a lot of pigmentation and they work really well in my lower waterline. This, you can see it, it's just not as noticeable as I was hoping it would be. And it did adhere well to my lower waterlines. I was just hoping for more green to show up, so you know, a little bit disappointing. This eyeliner, however, is awesome. My felt tip liner that I used on my upper lids, so nice. It did not bleed. It didn't like bend, you know, like the felt tip sometimes can like flop around and then it just makes an absolute mess on your eyelids. This did not do that at all. I'm so happy, and I have a purple one that I'll be using in my next video, so really fun. But oh, I love finding good, affordable felt tip liners, and this is definitely that for me. And then let's talk about the highlighter. I know I've used this before in my other Temu videos. Beautiful. This is from Hendan. This is the Diamond Highlighting Powder. And really enjoy using this. Very nice sheen. It's just a really pretty highlighter. I love having it. And last but not least, let's talk about this eyeshadow palette. This is the Ting Fei, I believe, Glam palette that I used today. And very happy with the pigmentation. Very happy with the mattes and the shimmers. Very happy that I have a dupe for a Natasha Denona palette for much less money. I mean, they sent this to me. I picked this out. But I mean, even if I'd paid for this, definitely worth it. You know what I mean? Because it's such an affordable palette and it worked so well. I mean, I think my eye looks really nice. And this is the second time I've used this palette and I love it. And I will definitely be using this a lot because I love cool tones. And this is such a fun color story. And I don't know, you guys, I really do recommend that you check out Temu. I mean, I just cannot recommend it more or highly enough. So fun, and they have so many awesome products. I mean, I had tons of things to choose from, and I spent, you know, at least an hour, if not longer, picking these things out. I mean, I could have spent hours on their site, and everything is so affordable and so well arranged too. And I do think that like the information that you find about the product on the website is very helpful because you can kind of tell exactly what you're getting. At least, you know, I mean, I feel like everything that I ordered, I got what I ordered. You know what I mean? So that's always cool. Love that. And like I said, I do have a code with Temu that I will have in my description box along with the discounts that you get if you use my code. I do not want to push that on anybody. I really do not want to do that. But if you want to save some money and you want to use my codes, that'd be great. It'd be wonderful. I would love that. But please do not feel like you have to do that. And if you guys have any of these products from Temu, let's talk about that in the comment section. I want to know what you guys think. And if you're going to pick up any of these things that I use, let me know about that in the comment section too. And I will have another Temu video coming this week. I'm hoping I don't know, maybe Friday, maybe Saturday. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to definitely get that filmed this week and try to get it edited as soon as possible. I am just loving playing with Temu makeup. It's a wonderful time. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, I would love for you to consider subscribing, smash the like button, and of course, please comment down below in the comment section because I love to chat with you guys there. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video. But in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself. Be well, safe, happy, and I will definitely see you soon. Bye.
Drop it.